Registering business in California. If you decided to open a new business that will be based in California, you can choose from several options. Sole owners. Sole proprietorship. Sole owners of California-based businesses could opt for sole proprietorship as the easiest form of business organization. Not the most recommended, given the liability a sole proprietor assumes as a result of owning a business. No registration with California Secretary of State is necessary, but it is recommended to register a fictitious business name statement, DBA, and if you plan to hire employees, then also obtain an EIN. Remember, whenever you file a fictitious business name statement in California, you are required to do newspaper publication within 30 days after filing. Single Member LLC, limited liability company, as the name suggests, is an entity that allows its owners to limit the liability of the business to the entity itself, shielding the owner's personal assets. This type of entity is recommended for most small businesses. By default, your LLC will be taxed as disregarded entity, meaning you will file your LLC tax return as part of your personal tax return. Keep in mind though, LLC is a flexible entity, which means you have the option of electing it to be taxed as S Corp, assuming you are a U.S. person, or C Corp. Corporation. You can also form a corporation and be a sole shareholder with 100% of all shares. Corporations have more formalities than LLCs. For example, in California you are required to have bylaws and maintain minutes of meetings in corporate records, but provide similar limited liability protection. That's one of the reasons this entity type is often more suitable for bigger companies, or those who seek major investment. Corporations can be taxed as S Corp or C Corp, with each form of taxation having its pros and cons. Keep in mind, you can elect your corporation to be S Corp only if you, as the sole shareholder, are a U.S. person. One of the major drawbacks of registering a corporation or an LLC in California is the state's notorious $800 minimum annual franchise tax for organized entities. Franchise tax makes California the most expensive state to register your business in terms of annual cost, which is the reason many Californian businesses choose to operate as unorganized entities, sole proprietors and general partnerships, as long as they can. As much as the franchise tax is high, in our opinion the value a California business receives from organizing as limited liability entity would often outweigh the added annual cost. We do recommend you to consult your legal and tax advisors whenever deciding on the type of entity for your business. Partners. General partnership, like sole proprietorship, this entity type does not require registration with the California Secretary of State, but it also does not protect the owners from business liability, and therefore is usually not recommended. A general partnership needs to register a fictitious business name statement, DBA, and obtain an EIN. Multiple Member LLC, like Single Member LLC for sole owner, Multiple Member LLC is often the entity of choice for small and new businesses with more than one partner. Corporation, since corporation can have many shareholders, and transferring ownership is relatively easy, though share transfer, corporation might be a good choice of entity for business with partners. Keep in mind though, S corporations are limited to 100 shareholders who must be physical U.S. persons. That means corporations owned, partially or fully, by non-U.S. persons or legal entities, cannot be elected as S Corp, and therefore subject to double taxation of an C Corp. In cases like that, it would be recommended to consider choosing LLC instead. Limited partnerships. Limited partnerships come in different forms, depending on the state: LP, LLP, LLLP. Though limited partnerships have their own purpose and place, for most cases we believe an LLC would serve its owners well enough, therefore at this point we do not cover limited partnerships. Important to remember, most municipal jurisdictions in California require businesses operating within the municipal limits to obtain a business license. That includes home-based business. Check with your municipal government if such license is required and how to obtain it. We also offer license research service, and will research all licenses that your business might need. Existing out-of-state companies. An existing company registered in another state or country, called foreign corporation, foreign LLC, etc., looking to conduct business in California might be required to foreign qualify in California. This rule typically applies to companies looking to open a physical branch in California, lease an office or warehouse, hire employees, etc. Foreign businesses that do not create strong nexus by moving physically to California might still be required to obtain seller's permit from California Board of Equalization if selling taxable products or services using local drop shippers. Musa Corporation is your reliable partner since 2009.